Hi my YouTuber friends, it's Scarf Punk again with another video, DIY video, and this is about putting air conditioners in vehicles. What I notice even on other channels, I see a lot of people with vans dwelling, and they put the household air conditioner in their vehicle, but like I've done, which is right here. The only difference I see, a lot of people put it in like this. And the downside when you put it in like that, a lot of people cut the hole out, and they drill the hole and everything, and they put a board and they put the air conditioner in. Now, what if the air conditioner is breaking down or it's old 2 years later? Now you got to dig all the chippings out and all the wood stuff and everything, take it out, pull it in and out. I have an easier way to do it. Oh, by the way, a big shout out to Justin, the two Justins. They have their own channel, and they were doing their air conditioning as well. Try and pull out their old air conditioning. So I was inspired by that video. So I said, let me do a video that a lot of people do the same thing that they did on their van that they're doing. They have the Class B. Big shout out to the Justins. This is them, Justins. Check out their channel. They do the gym work. They're fixing up their Class B. The awesome couple. You know, they do a lot of workout. She does a lot of workout, and they're from Canada. Big shout out to those guys. Check out their channel. It's awesome. Anyway, back to this. And like I said, they have a channel too, and they had their air conditioner as well, like this. And I found a lot of van dwellers cut a hole on the outside. I'll show you. And the outside, and then they have the air conditioner sticking out. That's a good thing. The downside is, what if your air conditioner is broken down and old? Like the Justins and others, they had to do a lot of work to pull it out, and now you have a gaping hole. I show you guys a better way of doing it. When you're doing your air conditioning, why not build a casing for it? See, like what I did, unlike a lot of people who have their air conditioner sticking out, I built a casing. See, I made a casing on mine. I think my mistake is I didn't put a couple holes, but the air conditioners today don't leak water as much as the old ones. The old ones leak a ton of water, and that's why you have a lot of mold and water leaking all through inside the vehicle. And I think that's why a lot of people stick their air conditioner out, even on the windows here, sticking out the windows. I recommend this, and what you could do is when you make your casing, you make it at a little slant. This has a little slant, if you look carefully, has a slant going downwards. What I've got to do is put 2 holes, which I'm going to do, and 2 PVC plastic. So if it does leak water, it will pour out, and I have insulation so it can blow out. So the thing is, with this way, it's easier because when your air conditioner is broken or it's old, you can easily pull it out and replace it without all that work. I'll show you, I'll give you an idea. I'm going to pull out my air conditioner and let you see. See, now we're back inside. See the way mine is done, it's not plastered nothing. It's got 4 screws. I took 2 already in advance of the video, so I don't be on the video for long all day. And all you got to do is this. If it breaks, this is old. It doesn't work no more. It's crappy. You simply do this. I'll show you. It's kind of old, but you pull one out. I pull 2 out in advance, so you know. So the video don't take all day. And this is all you do, guys. And see, it's insulated the way it's set up. Because you put it in as if you put it in the house. When you put the air conditioner, hold on. When you put the air conditioner in your house, you're basically doing the same thing. And because I put a box inside, I made a box, a casing, instead of putting plaster around it and cutting a hole. You took your old one out, now you have a gaping hole in there. Suppose you buy another air conditioner, a new one, it don't fit. Now you gotta make the hole bigger or smaller. My casing in the back is big enough to put a bigger air conditioner in if I have to. So look now what I do now. I pull. See? Look at that. Easy. See you guys? Give me a second here. And that's it. Voila, see? It's insulated, so no water's coming in. In the wintertime, I have these cuts, holes. I still have them. So when it gets cold in wintertime, I'll take this out, pull the extra out, and cover these up so the cold air won't come in, or just tape it over. But the point is, this is a little bigger than this air conditioner. So if this breaks down, I pull it out and put a fresh one in there. So watch it put back in. No taping, no scraping, no hard work. So I recommend you guys, do it your way. But anyone who has a van or a Class B and you thinking of putting an air conditioner in your vehicle, I recommend don't do like a lot of people on van dwellers do. Cut a gaping hole out your vehicle, put it in, and then put tape and all that like crap, because it's gonna cause a lot of mold and stuff like this. This is much better. You take it out, look how quick I took it out. I'm gonna put it right back in 5 seconds. Watch this. Your new air conditioner. Voila! Done. Simple. And you put your screws in, and you're done. You don't have to insulate it, because this here is the insulator around here. This is the sponge that presses against this when I screw this, and that's it. And that's all you got to do, guys. And that's what I'm talking about. So it's just my recommendation. Do your own thing if you want to, but I recommend all those van dwellers or people who are thinking of buying a van, when you're going to put an air conditioner like this in, I recommend don't put a hole in your window and then stick it out. And I understand why a lot of people do it, because they don't want to leak. But these new air conditioners now don't leak water as much. Don't leak water like the older ones. This is more of a newer one, like 2-3 years old. And I've used it in the house before I moved out into my van and my smaller micro apartment, and no water. Fucking awesome, guys. And that's it, basically. That's all you do, basically. That's all you got to do. Anyway, again, a big shout out to Justin's. This video is mainly for them, to give them, because they'll pull out their air conditioning, and I recommend to them. They have a Class B, and I don't know if it works for them or not. They have to decide that. But this is how to give them and others like them an idea to just build a casing around it instead. So if your air conditioner is broken, no good, you pull it out and put a fresh one in. No taping, no hassle. You put your 4 screws and you're done. It's that simple. Anyway, with that, I'm out. Keep it nice, keep it sweet, and keep it real. And thanks for all my new subscribers, all right? Cheers, and see you in the next video.